I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? Did you see what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people in your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
That we are in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. So it was said many years ago, and dear friends, today gathered here in Kiev, we don't have to look very far to see the heroes of our time. Dear Volodymyr, you and your countrymen have been fighting now for 3 long years, a full-scale war of aggression started by Russia. You have defended not only your own country, but all of Europe, and I believe that none of us present in this room are able to put into words how grateful we are. But then we can show it in action. And therefore I have 3 key messages today. Firstly, I strongly urge every European country to increase support for Ukraine. Not tomorrow, but today. Remove all self-imposed red lines, scale up military and financial assistance, and support production directly in Ukraine. Conditions for peace are to be set through strength, and I think that is the single most important task for Europe right now. Secondly, a ceasefire without a sustainable peace will cause a lot of danger to all of us. It will give Russia room to rebuild and to rearm and to relaunch an attack on Ukraine or another European country. I have never believed that this war is primarily about Ukraine. You are paying the price for it, but this war is about Russia. It's about the imperial dreams, and therefore I find it very difficult to trust Putin and to trust Russia. And it goes without saying that nothing should be negotiated without Ukraine, not only at the table, but in the center of the table, of course. Thirdly, we need to ensure Ukraine has a real and strong security guarantee. NATO membership is, of course, the strongest security guarantee. It is the easiest way forward, it's the cheapest way forward. I know that some allies are against this, and therefore I ask the question, if we cannot give you membership of NATO, and I think it's the only way forward, then we have to find another way to provide Ukraine with a clear long-term security guarantee. Let me just conclude by saying that the best things about heroes is that they always win at the end. And if they aren't winning, then it's not the end. I said to you 3 years ago that Denmark stands with you all the way, and we will never go away from that point of view. We have to stand with Ukraine, and we have to stand with our continent. Therefore, I think we have to scale up as Europeans. We have to speed up to be able to protect ourselves and deter when it comes to Russia. And 3% will not be enough. It's simply not enough. My guess is that we have a couple of months to take all necessary decisions. Otherwise, we'll be too late. And being too late cannot be the conclusion. So it's time to stand up for Ukraine, and it's time to stand up for Europe. Slava Ukraine.